Hi, this is Esther Lin for MMAfighting.com, and I'd like to share a few of my favorite moments from UFC 160. Tempers flared at the weigh-ins between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Abel Trujillo. Khabib shoves Abel, and Dana White intervenes. I just love Mike Tyson's amused expression. Tyson seemed to find this spat quite funny and looked to really enjoy his time overseeing the weigh-ins. Fighters often shake hands after a face-off. I assume it's two-part. First, for sportsmanship, but more importantly, to look each other in the eyes one last time before entering the cage. Here, Velasquez and Silva shake firmly. You can see them assessing each other, and Velasquez seems to be telling his potential usurper, "I'm ready, and I will defeat you." There's no bickering, no fuming anger, instead, an intensely serious competition between the two at the top. Fight night opens with one of the bloodiest fights in recent years. There were puddles forming from Payan's blood, and the stains would remain there for the next 11 fights. This is the end of their contracted combat, and the victor Stevens brings Payan's head towards him in the camaraderie these types of battles forge. Every event gallery needs a few good punch faces. Robert Whittaker jabs Colton Smith right in the jaw, distorting his features. Whittaker looked great in his first bout since winning tough smashes. Mike Pyle wipes his brow after surviving the opening round onslaught from Rick Story. Pyle did this in a comical manner, even letting out an audible sigh of relief, smiling. I like these moments. It's a bit of real emotion, from coming so close to losing, but making it through. Here's Donald Cerrone resting after another gory bout. Though Cerrone won his fight against KJ Noons, he, like Jeremy Stephens earlier in the night, would find himself victorious, doused in blood and exhaustion. This win was earned with concerted effort and control. KJ Noons' right eyelid was cut in the first round, and from that point on, his vision was impaired, but he fought through it, fighting back all 3 rounds even though he was down on the cards. And though Payan was very bloody, Payan still resembled himself under all the blood. Noons' face seems changed here, the gash over his left eye enormous and scarring. Certainly a rough way to start your UFC career. It was an entertaining fight, so I hope we get to see Noons in the octagon again. The shot is out of focus, but it's the last second of the fight between Gray Maynard and TJ Grant. Maynard is too tough for his own good as he kept getting back to his feet and getting repeatedly knocked down. The action moves so fast from the far end of the octagon to the closer corner, I was unable to grab the focus through the steep angle of the cage. Maynard's out of focus in the image, and I'm sure at this instant, in his mind too. But TJ Grant's vision is clear, securing his title shot in the most emphatic method possible, by vanquishing the man in this way like no one else had done before. This is the beginning of the end for Dos Santos versus Hunt. As this sequence began, I knew I didn't have time to switch to my other camera. I felt they were too close, too, but so it is. So much of this job is luck. I was lucky Dos Santos wasn't blocking Hunt, and lucky that I was able to see the kick and capture it. There's 2 images after the kick lands where there's drops of blood frozen in the air. Hunt falls to the ground, and Dos Santos' body is poised to dive in for the finish. I love how chaotic this image is. Everything is moving forward, rushing towards us. Referee Mazzagatti is holding the stool in the air, legs angled. The commissioner is reaching for the dazed, stumbling Mark Hunt. And in the background is Dos Santos, cheering over the far wall of the octagon. So much commotion compressed inside the confines of this image. Cain Velasquez punching Antonio Silva in the ear after dropping him with a right, crinkling the folds of his scalp together. Dana White stands up from his cage-side seat, watching to see if it's over. I think the fight was stopped early for a championship bout. While Velasquez would have won maybe 30 seconds later, you give Silva the chance because this is all there is. Silva is unlikely to get another run at Velasquez while he's champion. Regardless, Velasquez still showed dominance over a man who destroyed Fedor and Overeem, resolving this rematch with a brutal efficiency. In the end, after a night of lovely violence, the matchmaker, Joe Silva, is pleased, applauding the champion's quick work. If you're a fighter, You want Joe Silva to come and shake your hand after the fight because then you've done well. Joe Silva decides who you're going to fight next, if you're going to fight anytime soon, if you'll still be on the roster, and the event's big bonuses, though this time Mike Tyson chose knockout of the night. This is the man who makes so many of the vital decisions, and here he stands, watching as the night's work comes to a close. This is Esther Lin for MMAfighting.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in Winnipeg.